to drop into a suburban hex.
Yep, suburban. It's medium difficulty.
Okay.
And we pre-scouted it. It's got 3 gates.
All right.
So that should be fun. One of them's a floating gate.
Some revengeance going on.
Oh, we're bringing. I didn't know we were allowed to bring this up.
Yeah.
Is revengeance a word?
I don't know. I just felt like saying it.
I don't think that's a word.
I like that word.
I don't. Okay. I'll give it to you, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
So we're in the hex. This is suburban hex, and like James said, it's a 3-gate capture. Right now, I think you all are you guys still trying to gather up resources right now?
Everyone else is gathering resources. I think the gate's over this way. So we'll go over there and take a look.
Look at them trucking along.
So
I'll gather some resources as we go.
We haven't talked about home base too much, but one of the things I want to mention is as a part of upgrading your home base, you start off with that wooden stick with the nails in it when you want to harvest resources. There's an upgrade for a specific ability that allows you to have like a stronger starting out point. So I think a lot of people have kind of learned in OT, kind of learned and gravitated towards some of those cool ability perks that they can use, and been using those quite a bit. So was that was the Loot Llama.
The Impact
Alpaca.
Yeah, the drama is real. But
Loot Llama,
yeah,
Impact Alpaca.
It's Impact Alpaca in the tooltip. I don't know what to tell you. It's what happened. It's like if you mouse over it, it says Impact Alpaca.
So right now, have you guys kind of talked about what type of fort you guys are going to build?
Yeah, we looked at it a little bit. We know what we want to build, but we wanted to save the building, obviously, for the live stream. So we'll place the gates now. Of course, it's going to depend on where the storm clouds are a little bit, which direction we build, but we've got some ideas.
So
all directions.
Right. So Cameron, can you give kind of a very quick and dirty version of how the portals and the storm and what that all means to the game?
So essentially, we have these gates that you need to close, and defending them is a priority because the husks don't want you to close them, and they want to kill you for doing it. So in a multi-gate capture, you have the situation where you have 3 objectives you have to defend, which kind of causes the choke points to be a little bit more real, because if you defend one of them too strongly, then yeah, you defended that one, but the other 2 are not going to be as defended. And if you lose any of these, you're going to wind up losing the match. So it's going to be on the team's back to make sure that they protect all 3 of these correctly, and from various threats too. Because like you see, this one here that he's building towards is kind of up in the sky.
Up in the sky, right?
So like this one's going to be a lot harder to defend from like some of the ranged guys, like the flingers and the lobbers and such. But the ones on the ground are going to be more dangerous to defend against smashers and such. So you're going to have a very base defense in order to get through this map. Okay.
So have you guys kind of plotted out how you want things to connect?
Yep.
James?
We're going to start in the middle, and I'm going to put some floors down and then throw my base on that so we can see the connectivity of the base.
Okay.
I'm going to throw the floors down first just so we get kind of an idea.
And the floors are really important now with the new way the new base works, because that's how you get your containment unit to spread. So like having a nice floor network is going to cause a lot of ambient damage to happen to the husks. It also allows the base to kind of spread a little bit better throughout your defensive area.
Okay. Now, when the base drops, there's a bit of verticality to it as well, not just on the floors. What is it? All of it is based on the interconnectivity? Or
exactly. It's what touches it. So like once he places it, we'll be able to give you a more specific example, but essentially the default version of the base is you get 3 connectivity units. As you specialize down the tree more, it upgrades to 5, and if you go down the second tree, the territorial tree, you can even upgrade that to 7. So essentially, like if you imagine it like a giant sort of tic-tac-toe grid, and every connecting piece is one sort of step, that's how many steps out you go. So like if he puts it there, let's say, now he's going to put it down, he does the thing, and he does that thing, and then he does this thing, and then boom. Now we look at that connectivity. So
Okay.
so now if you see to the left there, it's going across all there, but then it's connecting to that stairs.
Staircase.
It's going up. So but it only goes up those 2 units because it takes, if you count, see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
Okay.
we're done. So that's as far as he goes. He would need to go down territorial to get a bigger base.
Okay. Understood.
But if
understood.
you build some floors over there, those should still be connected. And as soon as you put it down, you can see there that it's going to be connected to that.
Throw this out here.
Yeah,
and then we
gotta
can
clean the area.
disconnect it, yeah. Where are we at? 1.
Now, if he destroys that piece right there, you can see here just he's going to destroy this piece. It's going to disconnect that piece.
Okay.
But then if you place it down again, it'll instantly be like, oh no, I'm connected again, and now we're good to go. And having this large floor network is important for traps. It's also important because it's creating that containment unit, which is going to damage husks as they come into this area.
Right. So some of the husks, like the propane husk, for example, they specifically throw down propane and they'll blow things up. So I
Yep.
kind of see why it's like so important. It's like you have to be very conscious of where some of these things are in order to make sure that they're still connected. So you keep that all of the properties of the base within the base.
And towards late game, the base will regenerate your structures that are connected. I mean, it's not enough. Like, I mean, if your stuff's under attack, you're not going to like out regen it with the base passive regen. But it's enough that like if you take just a little bit of damage, you know, it'll kind of maintain itself, connect itself, take care of that.
Right. So throughout this, you've been kind of doing some minor editing through.
Yeah, made some doors to get through. We're going to build some low walls up here because what we don't want to happen is with our base right here not being super or being a little bit exposed. I don't want guys to just husks to just like fall off and jump onto here and start hitting stuff. So we're going to try to deter them and funnel them a little bit with some walls. But let me go back over here and build the actual.
With
low
some, would you
wall.
say creative construction?
With extremely creative construction.
Okay.
Creative construction. That's what I thought you were going to say.
So there's some editing right there. That's a low. We're going for a low wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little low wall.
Little fence.
And we're just gonna build it across.
And what you guys are watching is him editing very quickly between multiple types of materials. So for a split second there, you had wood, and then you changed to stone in an instant, and now you're building stone
And then
walls.
I can build metal over here if I want. I've got a little bit of metal.
So that goes back to like our pillar, right? Like we want it to be super accessible. Like it should be very easy for you to figure out how to build, and we want you to spend all your time thinking about what to build and in what kind of configuration you want to build it. That's more fun than like going, how do I shot web?
Right. One of the things I'm very curious about, and I'm sure other folks are, is that the grid is, I think it's a nine piece grid for the editing each tiles.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys, like, what was the decision making for? It was just like, this makes sense and this is the easiest?
So that actually predates me. I'm going to give a shout out to my good friend and comrade, William T. Bramer, Esquire III,
Okay.
who would probably be the best person to ask that question to. But as far as the decision making behind the 9 grid, but like he's kind of like, the grand poppy architect of all this kind of stuff. So I'm sure he had good reasons for it. And ultimately, I mean, whatever his reasons were, I think they were correct because it really kind of sells, you can even like when I first started working here and they were like, oh, you need to play the game. It was like you instantly get it. Like, even with nobody telling you, like, oh, I can just, the only thing you really need to know is like, hey, I need to hit G. And then once you're in G town, you're in business. The business of building, the business of creative construction.
Do you guys have any more wood? I need to place a little path down here for these guys to come down so we can lay traps and stuff.
Hey!
That would be great. Thank you. Oh, wow. Look what they've done up there.
Oh, I see there's a sky bridge up there up top.
Don't you have recycling? Shouldn't you check your base?
Oh, I've been checking periodically.
Yeah, look, you can see right there. You got some stuff going on.
Some metal. Some
Look at that.
Thank you, sir.
Now there's several ways. I think we kind of get this question on and off during OT. Is can you trade with folks some resources within the game if you're low on resources? That was a good example there. So you had was that Jeff that came over and dropped off some wood for you. You can do it that way, and he can also drag and drop it into your name, and it'll actually show up as like a little present icon within the UI. So
can I just call out something over here? If you go to your little bit your left, James, why don't you do the F2, the good old F2 trick up there? If you go underneath, someone's done it already.
someone's already done it.
Man,
The floor over the roof. But what we have is
You could do another one though next to it just to showcase how cool that is. So one of the things that people don't realize, you can actually build these, I call these F2 roofs, or roofs, I'm not sure which, and then you can F4 from underneath it, which gives you some added, just put that right on top. See there? That's super critical for like when it's late game and the flingers are kind of destroying your base and they're coming from up top and you need to just throw up some quick defense. You can totally do that with a little F2, F4 action. Get that working for you.
I'm actually going to throw an anchor. One thing that we found that's pretty effective with floating gates is, as a lot of people might know, if you destroy the base, the gate dies, right? So if the husks come by and take all the anchors away, your gate is done.
Your gate is done, right.
So what we'll do a lot of times is, and this might take more resources than I have, hopefully it doesn't. And hopefully I can lay a floor down from somewhere over here. And no, I'm going to edit this wall and then do it. Is we'll anchor it to something far away that the husks just won't touch.
Ah.
So just go out this way. Might not be the prettiest thing in the whole wide world.
You got cool looking stairs. That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I give you a 7.3 out of 15 in the legit figure.
I'm gonna run down this way.
So you're going to connect it to the
this
building
house.
over here? Okay.
That tree's
Absolutely.
totally in the way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit this guy.
You're going to have to hit the tree. Turn away, Greenpeace. All right, here we go.
And we're connected. So now, not only do they have to take down all those other ramps, but they'd have to take down this whole house, which is far away, and they probably won't go for it.
Right. Oh, that makes sense. That's some next level strategy right there, for sure. So have you guys plotted out who's defending what?
No, we haven't, because we didn't know where everything was going to come from.
Okay.
At this point, though, I think we're pretty built up, minus quick kill corridor down the south side.
You got to make sure you double up wherever Dom is.
As long as he can actually stay in the game, we'll be okay.
Is Dom the weak link? I don't think that's fair. I think Dom is.
I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, I think Dom is a baller.
Dude, is he a baller?
I think so.
I'm not sure about that, dude. You know how I seriously I take the use of the term baller.
Yes. I feel it's fair.
All right.
All right, so I think, are we about ready for this?
Why don't you put some traps down?
I'm going to.
The people demand traps.
Cameron, thank you so much
For what?
for reminding me to do traps.
Traps.
Yeah. Well, the people demanded it.
Oh.
It wasn't me. It was
So
the people.
I kind of see how you guys have had like. Are you tempting to kind of funnel there with like the, or is
Yeah.
it for easy access?
Well, it's both, right? I mean, we want them to go where we want them to go, so we want to funnel them, but we don't want to have to run around a ton so that we don't get to defensible areas quickly.
Okay.
It's always it's like you're kind of balancing how accessible is my base versus how easy it is, because obviously the harder it is for other people to get in, the harder it is for you to get in. So it's the classic network security conundrum. It's
right.
like, the most secure server is one that's offline that has no way to get into. It's like, great, but now I can't use it. So
Right.
you do have to be able to get around to the base, because at some point somebody over there is going to scream, "Oh my God, there's a dude and he's messing up my thing," and then you need to get over here, and then you won't be able to because you made the base too impenetrable.
So one of the things that we haven't seen just yet is some upgrades. So the Constructor can upgrade, fortify a lot of these walls to level 3,
Yeah.
which is the only hero that can actually do that. The other heroes can upgrade to level 2. So
Pick something quick
I
first.
would pick something that will upgrade relatively quickly.
So this wood right here is level 1. We can upgrade it to level 2, make it stronger. And then upgrade it again to level 3.
And now it's Mo Beta.
Correct. So
Now I have a lot of resources where I can upgrade, but I want to see where they start coming
Where they
through.
start coming, yeah.
Once they funnel, I don't want to upgrade this entire tower only to have them go.
Well, I would
somewhere
definitely get the roofs on over the gates upgraded to level 3, because
Let's
those
do
are
it.
100% chance going to get flung on.
else. Did they build stairs up here? They did.
I like how you talk about them like they're like this otherworldly
Well, I didn't build them, so someone else had to.
they. Look at that. The only problem is you can't F the F4.
Well, I can build up to
you
it.
can build up to it and then go down, or you can make a jump pad.
I made a couple jump pads already. Can I even do this?
Those jumping skills.
Hyper legitimacy.
The-
Your legitimacy grew 3 sizes. you should get all those roofs, man. It's gonna AOE. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, we got a wood.
The people will thank you later on.
All right, let's see what this one has over it.
So I'm really liking how you guys are thinking about this base. Very interconnected. Lots of easy access, walkways, balconies, staircases, winding staircases.
Yeah, I don't know if we have time or if you want me to try to go back and get a look at it. It's probably impressive.
I
but
think we still have some time before.
It looks like some resources were dropped out there.
yeah, they were harvesting for a bit before I got in here.
Look at all that wood.
So we're taking a look.
Let's take a
Are
look.
you gonna get? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm
get
gonna
a-
go back up on that house.
Oh
but
yeah, you get a nice view. So Cameron, what type of? I think on the first show I talked about my. I just can't help myself. Every time I see a portal and I drop an atlas, I must build a pyramid. I don't know what it is. Maybe I was an Egyptian in another life. I don't know. But
Hashtag KL likes pyramids.
whatever the case may be, I find myself obsessed with building pyramids. So, is there like a particular thing that you kind of?
That I like to, so I'm a systems designer, which means that I like visual creativity. So what I like to do is I like to pile as much math as possible into the smallest area. So my designs tend to be boxes with lots of level 3 walls.
Okay, all right, very
Yep.
bland.
Yeah, I am like the Wonder Bread of Fortnite building.
Okay, all right.